Hey, what's up, guys? Houston McMillan here. Look, if you're trying to figure out what's the easiest business line of credit and why should I get a business line of credit versus a loan, well, this video is going to help you because I'm going to tell you some of the easiest low-hanging fruit for business lines of credit, okay? And why you should stay away from business loan when you're trying to just start out, all right? So here's the thing about it. You have DreamSpring, right? Many of you may have heard of DreamSpring from me, but they offer a $50,000 line of credit, okay? So they offer a $50,000 line of credit. Now, the thing about it with this here $50,000 line of credit from DreamSpring, it comes actually from Upstart, okay? So it comes from Upstart. Now with Upstart, with their loans and stuff, they usually pull LexisNexis, okay? And they may pull Sage Stream, okay? So for this here type of loan, so that's the reason why you may not see a hard pull on your credit. But with this here $50,000 line of credit, it's best to go for this. And I'm gonna tell you why I prefer a line of credit over the loan is because one, when you apply for it and you get approved, then you can just use it, pay it down, and you don't have to apply for it anymore. But if you get that loan and you pay it off, then you have to apply for it again. So that's the reason I tell people, try to stay away from loans, especially like with banks and stuff, because with loans, it's too much red tape, all right? So that's the reason you want to stay away. Next one, you have a PNC, okay? Now, here's the thing about it with PNC, with their lines of credit, okay? So with their lines of credit, you have Experian, FICO 9, okay? This is the reason why it's a low-hanging fruit, because it's FICO 9. And we always say that with FICO 9, as well as a Vantage 3 and Vantage 4, then you have rental payments you can have on the credit report. You can have subscriptions. You can have utilities. So you can also have an authorized user of two on it. Now, please understand with authorized users, if they are maxed out, it's going to hurt your credit. You want to make sure that you're getting authorized users from people that have a utilization under 10%. If you need help with that, you can click the link and schedule a consultation, because we do offer authorized users. But you have to be very careful, because all authorized users are not the same, okay? They are not the same, and some of them will not show up, all right? So that's something you have to keep in mind. Now, if you have no revenue and you are a part of Navy Fed, right? So with Navy Fed, they will work with you, but there's two scoring that you have to have, right? So you have your personal credit score, and then you have your internal score. Now with your internal score, I always tell people it goes from 100 up to 450, all right? Now with Navy Fed, they use Experian FICO 9, okay, for their lines of credit also, all right? So this is something that a lot of people don't know, and you don't have to have revenue in the business in order to get qualified, okay, for these lines of credit. Most of the time, they will start you out with a credit card, and then they'll start you out with a line of credit. So that's what makes the difference. Now, you have BMO, okay? Now with BMO, again, it's TransUnion FICO 9 as well. No, I apologize. They're not a FICO 9. They are a Vantage 4. That's right, they are a Vantage 4. So that's what they're going to look at, your Vantage system, in order to qualify. Now, the good thing about BMO that people don't know, if you're a minority owned business stuff, they have a separate program for business loans and stuff that start about a 620 credit score. I think it's 620 or 640 credit score. Those that have taken advantage of this or tried for it, let me know. Now, here's the thing about it with PNC as well as BMO, they are geo-restricted to the region and stuff like that. Now, you can have a registered agent, somebody in another state and stuff to set you up, and then you can apply, but most of the time they are geo-restricted, all right? So that's the thing about it. Now, you have another lender, and it's Headway Capital, okay? So with Headway Capital, they go anywhere from $5,000 up to $100,000, okay? Now, here's the thing about it with Headway Capital that you have to understand is that although you have bad credit, they won't focus on the bad credit. They do focus on the revenue. Now, here's their thing. You have to be making at least $50,000 yearly, okay? So yearly, so that basically means that you probably need to be making about $4,200, right? About $4,200 a month or somewhere along in there in order to be qualified, all right? So $4,200, if you're a business owner, that should not be a lot of money, all right, for you to qualify for this, especially when they're not looking at the credit, okay? Now with these here bank type of loans, they still do have this thing called a DTI, debt to income ratio. So that debt to income ratio is usually going to be maxed out at about 55%, all right? So if you're above 55%, this may disqualify you, all right? So that's the thing about it in terms of these lines of credit, business lines of credit and stuff. And with PNC, they're more likely won't do a hard pull in order for you to qualify for that, all right? Now, you also have Wells Fargo. Now with Wells Fargo, they have two types of business lines of credit. You want the business line of credit that's $50,000, okay? For the $50,000 line of credit. Now, they use Experian FICO 9, okay? So they're going to use Experian FICO 9 for you to get this here $50,000. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. Once they give you this line of credit, they will allow you to liquidate it, okay? So that's the good part about it. Being able to find lenders that actually give you access to the money, plus checks to where you need to liquidate the cash to do certain investments and stuff. You may want to buy a car to start a Toro business, or you may be doing some other type of investments and stuff like that. Then they will let you actually liquidate, all right? Now, you also have U.S. Bank, okay? Now, the reason U.S. Bank here, and they offer the lines of credit, but they are a TransUnion FICO 9 puller, all right? And so here's the thing about it that I like about them, because you can leverage their credit cards better than their lines of credit, because they'll always give you convenience checks to liquidate the credit cards, and they're at 0%. So if you don't want to pay the interest rate on that line of credit, getting approved for a 0% credit cards, because they have the platinum credit card at 0%, and you can liquidate that up to 21 months. So you're not paying any interest on the loan. So that's the reason why this may be an advantage over getting their regular line of credit, all right? Then you also have Divvy, okay? Now with Divvy, they're going to use Plaid. This is very important. This is very important. And the reason that they're going to use Plaid is to verify that you have revenue coming into the business for their line of credit, all right? Now, with Divvy, they do report to Small Business Financial Exchange, all right, and D and B, right? But it's very easy to get a line of credit for them when you have bad credit, as long as you can show proof that, hey, I have revenue in my business, all right? Now, I'm going to show you some other low-hanging fruit that you can actually take a look at that give you good lines of credit, and that's Baxter Credit Union, all right? So they offer business credit cards as well. Now, here's the thing about it. With BCU, Baxter Credit Union, they are a Vantage 3. So when you go to Credit Karma, you're looking at your TransUnion Vantage score. This is one of those credit unions that will work with a Vantage credit score, all right? Now, one of the things about it with BCU, they will get on the phone with you, all right? They will get on the phone with you just to verify, identify yourself and things of that nature. So just keep that in mind. Now, there's another Vantage 3 where you can get a line of credit as well, and that's Veridian, right? So with Veridian, it's Vantage 3 as well. Now, they want a face interview, but it's low-hanging fruit, okay, because they're very flexible in order to help you get the funding you need. Now, I continue to tell people that the markets is changing, the banks are changing, so they're going to want sometimes to verify income. So that means that you may have to pull up taxes, or you may have to do pay stubs. Now, if you need pay stubs, we definitely can help you with the pay stubs and stuff. This is one of the things, if you're sole prop, I'm telling you guys, you're missing out on money. If you just running under the table and stuff, not registered as a business, you're missing out on money, okay? That's the reality of it, because you're trying to hide from the IRS and stuff like that. Don't want them in your pockets or whatever, but a lot of these lenders and stuff, they're starting to go to more verifiable income and stuff. Even like with Truist, okay? Truist Bank right now, they're doing internal audits on companies and stuff, right? And if you can't produce paperwork, pay stubs and stuff like that, they're shutting your accounts down. Okay, they're shutting your accounts down. So that's the reason I tell you guys, you really have to make sure you have your I's dotted and T's crossed. Okay, so that's what's going to help you. If you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.